If you're not enough, they need to leave you alone and move on. Maybe someone else will meet their needs better than you. Don't let people talk down to you or disrespect you because you don't meet their needs, because you're not enough for them. Whatever it is about you that's not enough, they should just leave you alone. They should just let you be. But don't ever let anybody badger you to the point of self-destruction. Don't let anybody just day by day give you the death by 1,000 cuts. Don't let anybody break you down on the day-to-day basis. One negative comment on Monday, another negative comment on Sunday, another negative comment on Tuesday, another negative comment on Wednesday, another negative comment on Thursday, another negative comment on Friday. People don't see over time what that does to you, and wonder why you get to feeling how you feel when you can't stand it anymore. The reason why you can't stand it anymore is because you've been taking it and taking it, and you ready to give it back. All right, you ready to give it back, and then when you do give it back, of course you're going to be seen as what? The crazy person, the bad person, the person with the problem, the angry person. When people do things that are small and subtle, sooner or later, it eventually will pop your bubble or bust your bubble if you let it. You can't let it happen. You can't let people bust your bubble and put you in a state of trouble. If you're not enough, they need to leave on the double. All right, if you're not enough, they need to go have a huddle. All right, now I don't know. If you're not enough, they need to just leave you alone and go on and find somebody else. If you can't do the type of business that they need to contact someone who can and leave you alone. Why can't you do this? Why can't you trim the hedges like Barry can? Well, go get Barry to do it. I don't like trimming hedges anyway. That ain't my style. You trim your own hedges. Leave me alone. You find somebody else to trim them hedges. If you're not enough, they need to leave you be. All right. If what you provide doesn't make them feel good inside, like they've arrived, like chips and dip and cream cheese and chives, they need to leave you alone and find somebody else, or be by themselves. Something. They need to leave you be. All right. They need to leave you be. If you are not enough, they need to leave you alone. Tell them to leave you alone. If you're not enough, hey, why you mess with me? Why you deal with me? If my business is no good here, if my business is no good here, if my business is no good here, then send me out your store. Don't let me shop here. Don't let me walk around. Don't let me think I could buy something or try something. If I'm not enough, then tell me to kick dust. If I'm not enough, leave me be. Leave me alone. You have to be able to tell when you're not enough for somebody, because if not, they'll keep on keeping on. They want a punching bag. That's why you're not enough. You'll never be enough to this manipulator, to this narcissist, to this sociopath, psychopath, this weirdo. You'll never be enough to them. They're going to keep moving the goalposts. You got to be better. You got to be better. You got to be better. Be better for yourself, not them. What you don't owe them nothing. You don't owe them nothing. You don't owe them nothing. Let that sink in. I don't owe this person anything. You don't. Let that sink in for real. You don't owe them nothing. Shout out to the person who put that in the comments. It's like, true, you don't owe them nothing. If you're not enough, they need to leave you alone, and maybe they can find somebody else that can. Everyone ain't for everybody. You're not forcing them on you. You can't do this. You can't do that. Whatever. Dude, I'm gonna get this one to do it. I'll get that one to do it. You can get whoever you want to do it. Why are you telling me about it? Go get it done. You ain't got to tell me. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. I can go be enough I know who I am enough for me. If you're enough for you and you're not enough for somebody else, then go off and be by yourself. Go around the people who make you feel like you're enough. If you make you feel like you're enough, then just be around you. Don't be around anybody else that'll try to make you feel otherwise. You're not enough. Screw you. You ain't enough. They're the ones that's not enough for you. And again, they have to flip the script. This is why they get upset. This is why they give you attitudes. This is why they get mad at you for no reason. They know that they're not the main character. You are the main character. They're trying to be the main character in your life. They want you to put you aside and put them first. Not going to work. They need to knock on wood, like that person next door to me. They need to knock on some wood and try to get lucky and in hopes that they'll find who's right for them. Because if it ain't you, don't just sit there and let them have something to say every day. I'm going to say something negative to you today. I'm going to say something negative to you today. I'm going to say something negative to you today. People keep playing games with people, and then when people get tired of that, people get tired of that, man. Poke the bear all you want. Poke the bear all you want. Play with people all you want. F with people all you want. And then sooner you gonna X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. Somebody gonna give it to you, man. You keep pushing good people past the point and no return. Go ahead and see what happens. Leave good people alone. Leave them be. All right. I know who you are enough for, God. I know who you are enough for the real people in your life. I know who you are enough for you, the person you see when you look in the mirror. And if you're not, get to work on yourself. But I guarantee you, if you get this person who's unhappy with you out of your life, you'll be better off working on yourself and will have more time to work on yourself and will feel better about yourself. You don't have to be all the negative things they say about you. They ain't playing around with them jokes that they be making. They want a punching bag. They want a punching bag. Instead of hitting a punching bag, they want to hit you with their remarks and their comments and their slick sayings that be coming out their mouth. The only reason why you have something to say in the first place is because of how they act. And they're showing you sides of them that are showing you red flags. Don't stick around to just let them talk down to you. They're only doing it because you're letting them. People will only get away with what you let them. They're going to talk crazy to you if you let them. If you keep sticking around for it, you may not want to say anything back because that's not your style. But if you stay around them because that's not your style, they're going to take advantage of that. Well, I'm going to take the high road. You need to take every road and get away from that person. Get away. Get away. Slip away. Slip away. You need to get out of that situation ASAP because they're talking to you crazy. That disrespect over a while, it erodes your self-esteem. That's why when people get away from certain people, they got to spend time building themselves back up, and they got to spend time getting their mind right and re-believing in themselves. Sometimes when you're around people, certain people, and their toxic negativity gets to you so bad, you might not even have the same creativity level. They might have put you in a little funk, a little state of depression because they got your thoughts jacked up. You know what I wanted to say? They got your thoughts facked up. All right, but your attitude is bigger than facts. Don't let them people fact up your mind. Don't let them people fact you up all upside the head. They facting you up real bad. But guess what? Attitude is bigger than facts. You don't have this, or you don't have that, or you're not there yet. Well, you will fact me? No, go fact yourself. Fact me, fact you too. You got a whole bunch of things going on, and you don't see me coming at you for them. But you got the nerve to try to come at me for the little things that you can come at me for while I'm working on myself and you getting in the way of it. Oh, hell no. Time to go. That's wild work right there. Woo, that's wild. All right. If you're not enough, go be enough for yourself. You're enough for you. They're probably even in the way of you being enough. The funniest thing is the people who complain about the stuff are usually the ones in the way and stopping you from doing the things they're complaining to you about. You don't have this, you don't have that. Well, if I get away from you and go work on myself, I bet you I'll get it. But staying around you, I bet you I won't. They will find somebody else to meet their needs gladly. All right, they'll find somebody else. Don't feel bad. They'll find somebody else. All those little manipulation tactics try to get you to be in a lower state of mood, to lower your attitude. They'll be all right. All right, they'll be all right. You got to move on. You got to move on. All right, you got to leave them alone. All right, and let them leave you alone. Let them leave you be. That way you can go off. You'll find somebody else who you could be enough for. There's somebody out there that you are enough for. You're enough for somebody, and they out there right now. But you have to become your greatest version. There are people out here who are working on themselves. There are people out here who want to be something. There are people out here who want to do something. You can't just want to be with someone like that and not be about anything. Doesn't matter what you have. It's about what you're about. It doesn't matter what you have. You could be living in a hotel, working at a store or something. If you have a mindset for better or greater, somebody's going to value that and appreciate you because of that, or whatever you have to offer. They're going to appreciate you because of that, if it's valuable. But if you just are just don't have anything to offer other than just what's right in front of a person, that gets in the way. You either got to be a part of a process or and actually help someone for real, or you got to just fall back and just let this person help themselves. And whatever you are offering them, let them have at it. You can't have a problem with them when you offer to help someone and then they start making the best out of the situation. They're coming up right before your eyes and you don't want to see it happen. So now you start to point out all the things that's wrong with them because this person is focused on all the things that's right with them. You got to go. That's a horrible place to be. Someone that's focused on all the things that's wrong with them, so they want you to focus on all the things that's wrong with you. We all got things we want to fix on ourselves, but the thing is, you will go fix it. You won't just sit. If it's on your mind, you want to fix it with time. You don't just want to sit around there and just think about it and not do nothing about it and just lay around and just be unhappy or sad. Who the hell does that? And this person wants to say, you're not enough. Please. Negro, please. So please. Please, please, please. Like James Brown, please. All right. They need to know better and show better and grow better. How dare them make you feel like you wasn't enough because of their pettiness and them not being the star of the show. They get real petty when they don't get what they want, and they couldn't get what they want from you, so you ended up not being enough. Another game to play. You see it's hurting you not hurting you like, oh, I'm hurt. It's literally hurting you to stay, hurting your finances, hurting your future, hurting your success. All these things getting in the way of your progress. And you're the one that's not enough, please. You're working towards becoming better each and every day. And you got people who are saying you're not enough getting in the way. Not me, not today. Not going to happen, Captain. You are enough. And you know you're enough. That's why you stay to yourself and work on yourself and stay by yourself, because you are enough, more than enough. Might even be too much for some people. They don't even know what to do with you. But they're going to have to move on. And they're going to have to come across somebody else. You know they will. You know they're going to find somebody else. Got people on, they got the next man on, they got the next person on speed dial. They got the next business partner on speed dial. They got the next friend on speed dial. Talk about a fake friend. Talking about you before you even turn around. The thinking of some people is dangerous. Some people, the way they think is dangerous, and they don't see the destruction that they're causing. But the person who values their time does. The person who values their life and their routine and the things that they need to get done, that person sees it. They see how destructive this other person is. They're like, yo, I'm not allowing myself to be destroyed. You can feel when you're being destroyed. You know when you're not using your time right. You know when you're not getting things done that you're supposed to, like you're supposed to, how you're supposed to. You know when you're off your game. And it puts you in pain to be off your game because somebody that's awfully lame. Somebody that is awfully lame when they're trying to keep you put off your game. You're trying to leave a stain that remains. Like Lil Wayne, he said, like a bleach stain, I shall remain. He put in work. All the people that teamed up with him, they were with him working. You want to team up with people who are for the work that you do. If somebody is against the work that you do, getting in the way of the work that you do, not wanting you to create, not wanting you to perform, not wanting you to educate, not wanting to see you grow, but having the nerve to say you're not enough. How you gonna come at somebody for not knowing how to do something, but your ass won't even give them enough time to be able to do it? Make that make some sense. It doesn't, and it never will. People confused and don't know what the hell they want. Don't let these confused up people screw you up in life. You know, God takes care of babies and fools. All right, just because somebody got it together doesn't mean they got it together. They might be a fool. And just have been saved by the grace of God, as we all are from time to time, but doesn't mean you need to fool around and get your life fact up, because attitude is more powerful than facts. And you have the attitude that you are enough. And it's not a bluff. It's not a bluff that you're enough, because you're mentally tough. Put it in the comment right now. I am enough and mentally tough. You are enough and you are mentally tough. You're mentally tough enough to tell people what they need to be, what they need to hear. You're mentally tough to turn your back and walk out and give people silence if you choose to. You're mentally tough enough to get out of a toxic situation, no matter how far you're into it. You could pray your way out of it. They're gonna find somebody to meet their needs better than you. Congratulations. Hope they get every need met. Hope they get everything they're looking for, everything they want. I hope they find the right everything for the right need for everything. I pray all their needs get met. That's how you look at this situation. You don't want any bad blood connected between you and anybody else. Wish them the best. Wish them prosperity. Wish them health and happiness and love and peace. Even though you're not enough. They tried to tell you you couldn't do this or you couldn't do anything. Tried to their best to make you feel bad about yourself. When you should be feeling good about yourself. And they're even getting in the way of the work that you do to feel good about yourself. How about that? They want to make you feel bad about yourself and stop you from working on yourself so you can feel good about yourself. If that person ain't sent by if that, I don't think that's a person sent by God. Do y'all? I don't think that's a person sent by God. All right. You are enough for the Most High. You are enough for you. You're enough to love yourself enough to want to put in some work, to want to change something about yourself. You're enough for you then. You were enough before you met this person. You felt good about yourself before you met them. So don't let people make you feel bad about yourself after them. Keep that same energy you had before them destructive ass, toxic ass people. You ain't this, you ain't that. That's your opinion. Somebody else's opinion does not have to become your reality. Somebody else's opinion does not have to become your reality. Fact their opinion, because your attitude is more powerful than facts. They can go fact themselves. We don't give a fact what they think anyway. So if you're not enough for them, let them go fact themselves and leave you alone and move on. All right, let them leave you alone and move on. All right, somebody else will come along and be everything that they need. And you can go off and, find everything that is supposed to be for you. There are things in life that appear like they're for you, but they really aren't. There are people who in life that appear like they're for you, but they're really not. Sometimes things can be a mirage. Sometimes people can be a mirage. Sometimes the things that people say they'll do is a mirage. It looks like one thing, but it appears to be one thing, but it ends up being something else. And you can't change what something is into what you want it to be. You can try, but you're playing yourself. And there are a lot of people out here stuck doing that. Something is totally different than what they are making it, but they're pretending in their mind this is what it is to try to bring them a sense of peace. Lying to themselves. Won't be us. Won't be us, Dru-Nation. We know better than that. We're enough for us. And if we're not, we're going to work on ourselves until we are. Because that's how we roll. I'll always be enough for me, and you should always be enough for you. And if not, figure out a way to become enough for you. If you're enough for you, you'll be enough for somebody else. How can you not be enough for somebody else when you're enough for you? Please. You'll get up and leave so fast. To what? I'm what? You just played yourself. Bye. You can't do this. You can't do that. Don't stick around people like that. It's them that can't do a damn thing. You can do a lot of things. You're good at a lot of things. You don't need their approval of what you're good at or what you can do. I'm busy. You don't need their approval of what they can do or what they say. You're the one that's in control of how you feel. And they need to go somewhere else with that. So maybe someone else will meet their need better than you. And you're okay with that because you never wanted to meet it in the first place. Once you found out how they were, All right, and you see how we handled that? Yes, we did. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. I'm about to go take care of that.